Except they put him with a stupid song. That's the only thing they changed.
No, but the T-shirt says The Last Outlaw. It doesn't say Undertaker, the original Dead Man or anything.
Okay, excuse me. So they didn't change anything about the character, but yet they made a new character. How much sense does that make to you?
They didn't make a new character. They evolved his character.
No. We did not evolve anything. We changed. We've established.
Evolving is changing.
But it's changing slowly.
It was a slow change.
From one day to the next.
Look, when the Undertaker dies, he does have more drastic changes. He died against Kane recently. He comes back, and this is his evolution. Are you saying that it doesn't make any sense for him to have more country themes, like more country western movie themes?
Okay, well, first of all, I'm going to say it doesn't make any sense for him to change his gimmick, because he's going to retire in like a year. And whether he likes it or not, his legacy, what he's going to be remembered for forever, is the Dead Man. With the tombstone pile driver, with the last ride, with the putting the people...
Last ride on the horse.
They don't do this when they're doing the last ride. They die and go in a coffin and do this, and then they go in the coffin and they die. That's going to be his whole legacy, whether he likes it or not.
It is.
So why change it now?
They do have to shoehorn in there at the last minute that he needs to be respected and stuff, because when he comes back in the future, like 10 years...
We already established that. He's already had the whole respect thing going on forever.
I mean, that's true.
The respect thing in the match that he just had where Shawn Michaels retired.
But they got to really reinforce it because he's
Why they got to reinforce it? Everybody knows that.
I don't know.
Who doesn't know that?
Undy.
Find me a wrestling fan that doesn't know that the Undertaker's all about respect.
I don't know, but Undy really likes some country westerns.
Undy?
Undertaker really likes...
Who calls him Undy? That's like underwear.
Taker.
I'm wearing my undies.
Taker, he must really like it because he's really pushing for this. I understand what you're saying, and I don't like the song either. I don't think it matches at all.
It does not match.
But I think it's important, at least for the vignettes, to put it in there.
Okay, I don't have a problem with it being on the vignettes. Like, I don't have a problem with it being like...
You know, because it's like...
Like, kind of like a new thing, but it cannot be
for the
his only
video.
thing. And it really doesn't go with his entrance theme.
So you
really,
think it...
Nothing at all.
I mean, people didn't give a very good pop for him on SmackDown when he came out with it.
Like a no pop.
Yeah, and I mean, I didn't really like it either, but I think it's kind of important for his whole gimmick he's got going on, but...
How is it important? I mean, how is it important to have the song that nobody knows, nobody's going to remember probably in 10 years?
I see your point. Okay, but you don't think at WrestleMania, how do you think he's going to come out? Like, he's got the song, he's obviously doing the country western, don't you think he's going to come out on a horse just like his t-shirt?
It would make a heck of a lot more sense if he came out on a horse.
I mean, I could see him coming out on a horse. And
I mean, if he came out like on a horse, and he had like a whole western thing, and that was like totally his new thing, I would still think it was stupid, but at least it would make sense.
Well, we can't have a horse coming out on Raw.
Like, why not?
Because he's going to be shitting all over the place and they can't cover it up. You know, like now they can add smoke and stuff at WrestleMania and cover it, you know, and you
can't add smoke on Raw. There's always smoke.
I know, but you can't like spend too much money.
Anyways, you gonna talk about all the money they spend on Raw and we're worried about adding a horse? Come on.
Just saying, WrestleMania is the granddaddy of them all. They got to put everything special there. They can't just throw stuff on Raw that they're gonna do on WrestleMania too. It's got to be special.
Right. But my point is, you've changed nothing about The Undertaker but his song, and you gave him, like, this new name. You gave him The Last Outlaw, you gave him a new song, but yet, his whole gimmick is the same. Is he going to change his whole, like, wrestling moves?
Well, he might have to. He's been injured, reportedly, so he might have to slow it down a little bit and, you know, do the whole... Gonna get you in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
I really like how you got Shawn Michaels and John Morrison together.
I really like
how
you're trying to change the subject.
Passing the torch. Don't you think that Undertaker's wife, you know, Michelle McCool, or girlfriend or whatever, what if she starts becoming like Undertaker-like? She could be like the chick Undertaker at WrestleMania that has a streak, and she could come out all dead and stuff.
Stupid.
She could be like the damsel in distress in WrestleMania.
That would be stupid. Look, we're going to talk about westerns and stuff. Okay, the other thing you have to buy this western premise is that Triple H... Okay, see, Triple H will be the Lone Ranger because he's the good guy. The Outlaw's the bad guy. Is Triple H the Lone Ranger? Really? Really, guys?
He's the bad guy.
I've never seen the Lone Ranger on steroids.
Man, it's 2011 though. They didn't
2011? I know it's 2011.
Yeah, but they didn't have steroids back then. And it was cheap movies. They came out with steroids during the Olympics. Huh?
It's a TV show, not a movie.
Well, whatever. It doesn't make any difference.
I'm pointing out that this whole Western premise is dumb.
Triple H could come out as, you know, like...
The Lone Ranger.
He could.
Hi-ho, Silver! Away! I'm gonna do tricks on my dancing horse. I'm Triple H. You know what? I bet you can't find a horse that hold that big dude. That horse would die.
But, okay.
That's another point. Undertaker probably couldn't ride a horse. They'd have to get like the biggest Clydesdale horse ever because that dude is as tall as a horse.
But, you know, you could put Shawn Michaels. He could be the dancing cowboy at WrestleMania. He could be the referee. He could be the dancing cowboy.
So he's gonna be Gene Autry.
Yeah, and
he's a singing cowboy, not a dancing cowboy.
Oh yeah, singing cowboy. I think I'm cute. I know I'm sexy.
That's just stupid. Number one, Shawn Michaels is retired. He's not gonna come back as the singing cowboy.
I guarantee you, Shawn Michaels didn't come back during that match at WrestleMania.
As a singing, dancing cowboy?
He might.
I don't think so.
Because think about it. Think about it. Undertaker's going to be there, and Triple H is going to be there. Triple H is going to start getting his ass kicked. Shawn Michaels is going to come out. Then you
As the singing cowboy.
And then, for his band, he can have...
For his band? He's going to have the singing cowboys, right?
Singing... You're going to have You're going to have badass Billy Gunn. I mean, why not? Come out. You know, and like the whole DX thing. Mr. S and...
Oh, so now we're going to have...
Road Dogg, because Road Dogg's dad is getting inducted in the Hall of Fame with Shawn Michaels, so why not?
Now you're saying... Now, let me get this straight. Now you're saying we're going to have Undertaker is the outlaw bad guy who rides into town. Triple H as the Lone Ranger good guy / the DX other bad guy. Plus, we're going to have Shawn Michaels as the singing cowboy. Plus, we're going to have all these other people come in and be Western too. What universe do you live in?
They could have a DX reunion, but they could all be singing cowboys.
So is Triple H a good boy or a good guy or a bad guy? Because DX would be like...
It doesn't matter. It
does too matter.
They're just all going to be there, and then like Undertaker's going to beat them all. Because he's the Undertaker.
Undertaker. That's like a dead person.
His name could be anything.
Apparently, but it's the Undertaker.
Yeah, his name's the Undertaker. You can pick whatever name you want. It's like his gimmick. His gimmick.
Which is the Undertaker, the dead man.
Yeah, but but that's his He's a gimmick. He's a cowboy.
He's not a cowboy.
But that's his gimmick.
He doesn't have a cowboy
hat. He can be a cowboy. Yes, he does.
It's just a hat.
What kind of hat is that? Is that a coal miner's hat?
I don't know what kind of hat it is.
Is that a hard hat?
I don't know, but it's not a cowboy hat.
Is that a cyclist hat?
Look.
Is that a beanie?
Hold up.
That's a cowboy's hat.
Hold up, just a minute. Hold up. Hold up.
Oh my gosh. The point is, look, I'm not trying to say that song's good or anything. I'm just saying that his character has evolved.
I'm trying to say the song sucks, so I'm glad we agree.
But his character has evolved, and he's always, my point is, he's always been like an outlaw. And he still is now more than ever.
How has he always been an outlaw? What part of Walking Dead Man is outlaw?
He just has characteristics like the movies.
Characteristics?
Yeah.
He has characteristics like the outlaws in the movies.
Yes.
You say always has. Like, okay, did they wear like purple gloves and
they might have. I don't know. I never watched it.
No, they didn't wear purple stuff.
He only wore that every once in a while, but they did wear gloves and they did wear boots.
They wore purple.
He wore gray too. The purple was to signify that he was like a good guy or something.
Hold up, I'm pulling up a cowboy hat right now.
But there was so many cowboy hats.
Cowboy hat. I'll show everybody. This is a cowboy hat. That is a cowboy like the Undertaker's hat. I can't even see
it.
No.
I can't even see it.
Cowboy hat.
No, that's an Indiana Jones hat.
That's a cowboy hat.
They have bigger hats. Like on Bonanza and Gunsmoke, they had bigger, wider brim hats.
But they weren't like circles. Like the cowboy hats have the little indentation in them. It's a distinct difference.
What about Zorro?
was not a cowboy.
But he was in the same time.
There you go.